As your codebase grows, you may find yourself needing to reevaluate what information is essential for your documentation. Deciding what goes into your README is entirely up to you, but let's go over a few common sections and their use cases in a README.
Including copyright or licensing information, or at least a link to it, is always a good idea, no matter how large or small the project. By default, you retain full rights to your code, even if you don't include a license, but it's a safer bet to be explicit about this. Often, what you really want to do, though, is allow others to contribute to your project. In this case, it's super important to include a license. You can choose to include the full license in your README itself, or you can link out to it from your README. Choosing which license is a bit beyond the scope of this course, but I've included a link to a handy resource in the instructor notes, appropriately titled ChooseAlicense.com, to help you out with this. In the spirit of contribution, if you have a preferred way for others to contribute to your project, the README is the right place for that too. Briefly outlining simple steps, a style guide, or whatever information you'd like others to know about contributing is a great way to make your project more accessible for those wanting to help. Some services, like ones that check to see if all your tests are passing, will provide special graphics, known as shields, for your READMEs. These shields are useful because they are provided by a third party and let your users know helpful information about your code. If this seems a bit confusing for now, don't worry too much about it. I know when I started writing documentation, these really confused me because I thought I needed to have them. Once you're writing lots of tests in your code, these shields will become useful, but when you're just getting started, don't worry too much about it. A word of caution: don't make your life more complicated than it needs to be. Allow your documentation to grow with the codebase and only add new information as needed. We've looked at just a few potential sections you might want to include in your README as you document your code, but don't limit yourself to just these. As your codebase grows, which sections might also make sense to add to your README? Known bugs, frequently asked questions, press that your project has received, a table of contents, or pictures of your cat. Select as many as you think apply.